This involves the death of a 14-year-old child that was simply watching TV in his upstairs bedroom. We are asking the court for justice today for the family. Sentence Mr. Martinez to the 25 years. You said he's a great guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you know he's taken responsibility for killing a 14-year-old child.
Yeah.
So he's not a great guy when it comes to the fact that he's already pled guilty to the killing of a 14-year-old child. You think he's a great guy anyway?
Yeah. My son's never going to know what it is to have a wife, to have kids, to drive a car, to have a job. I just want y'all to know y'all took a good kid. It wasn't a bad kid. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just standing in his dad's kitchen.
CR 4785C, State of Texas versus Juan Martinez. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state proceeded on count 2. Punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 25 years in the prison, and there are no applications. And of course, you're not eligible for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Defense, any witnesses?
We do, Judge.
All right, call your first witness.
Just verify that that's our witness.
Sure.
I apologize. And just for clarification, it's my understanding that it's a cap of 25. Is that what you said?
Yes, it's a cap of 25 years. You're welcome.
Yeah, she's here. Okay. We would call Jasmine Lanier to the stand. Or you want me to?
All right, Jasmine Lanier, would you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can approach. And if you could state your name, all right there, that's okay. If you could state your name for the record and spell it, please.
Jasmine Lanier, JASMINELANIER.
All right, defense.
Thank you for showing up. We appreciate that. Can you please state what position you hold with Bear County?
Yes, sir. I'm with pretrial services, the GPS section. I supervise him on his GPS monitor.
And what does that entail?
It's the global positioning systems. He is on full lockdown.
Which basically means what?
He is on full house arrest. So the only places he can go is court, any attorney appointments, or any bond appointment.
And how long have you supervised him?
Me, myself, just for the last year. But he has been on pretrial services for, I believe, 3 years.
Okay. And prior to you, you've had an opportunity to review his record, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you are aware that there were several other individuals monitoring him before?
Yes, sir.
And I asked you before court if you had the opportunity to review the whole record. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And in the, I believe it's a little over 3 years, has Mr. Martinez had any violations?
0 violations.
Okay. And is that common? And I think the court might be aware of that as well, too. Also, as part of your position with the pretrial services, is it your job or responsibility to require defendants to provide drug specimens?
Yes.
Okay. And so what do you do, if you can tell the court real quick?
So he was, I believe, under weekly drug and alcohol testing. He did do it weekly. However, once COVID hit, it did change. So of course, while we were under lockdown, he didn't do it. But once things got back to normal, I did bring him in. He's been negative for each and every test.
So throughout the 3 plus years, you also had the opportunity to review the other officers and what their remarks were and violations, if there were any, correct?
Yes.
In any of his file, Mr. Martinez's file, were there any positive drug tests in the 3 plus years?
No, sir.
Okay. Would you consider Mr. Martinez a model GPS person?
Yes.
Okay. Has he always treated you with respect?
Yes.
I'll pass it with this judge.
State.
Good afternoon, ma'am. When you say you reviewed his records, that's just the monitoring records, correct?
Yes, it's his pretrial supervision throughout the 3 years.
So you haven't reviewed his criminal history?
No.
Okay. Are you aware that he's charged with capital murder?
Yes.
And are you aware that that involves the death of a 14-year-old child?
Yes.
Okay. And you're not here to make any recommendation to this court with regard to his sentencing today?
Correct.
Pastor, thank you.
Nothing further. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, is this witness excused?
She is, Judge.
All right, thank you. You're excused. Thank you. Defense.
Clerk, please, the court will call Jasmine Hernandez.
All right, Jasmine Hernandez,
What are the odds?
can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, just make sure you speak up. State your name for the record and spell it, please.
Jasmine Hernandez, JASMINHERNANDEZ.
Defense.
Jasmine, how long have you lived in San Antonio?
All my life.
And how old were you when you first met Juan?
13.
13?
Yes.
And how old are you now?
I am 23.
So you've known him more than 10 years?
Yes, I have.
Okay. And is Juan now living with you?
Yes. We
Yeah.
never.
How long has that been?
A little bit, a year and like a couple of weeks.
So who else is in your house?
Me and my 2 children and one,
And how old are your 2 children?
6 and 7.
So what do you know about Juan's criminal history?
I know what he tells me, like what's going on and everything like that.
Okay, so are you aware that he's been charged and taken a plea on a capital murder case?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and are you aware that 2 people died as a result of the criminal activity involved?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and do you know the ages of those folks?
Yes, I do. One is 14 and the other one it's a little bit older. I like do something or something like that.
Okay, so can you explain to the court why you allowed Juan to live in your home?
Because I trust him. I've been knowing him. I know that he's a great guy. Like we've been talking throughout these 10 years. So I trusted him to come into my life like that.
Have you ever known Juan to use any heavy drugs?
No.
How about marijuana?
Yes, when we were younger.
Has he used marijuana in your presence since you have moved in with him?
No.
Any alcohol?
No.
So what does Juan do in your home for this past year? What has he been doing?
He helps me get up in the mornings and wake up for the kids for school because I'm bad at waking up early. He helps me with their homework. He helps me like teach them how to do like chores and stuff like that because they're at their age where they're like all over the place. So
Does he do chores in your home?
yes,
Does he wash dishes?
yes,
Does he do laundry?
yes, on Sundays.
Does he clean?
Yes,
Does he insist that the children do chores?
yes,
Do you consider him to be a good figure for the children?
yes.
Okay. Are the children aware of this criminal history?
No.
What type of activities does Juan do with your children?
We go to the park that's right there outside of our apartment complex, or we do homework, or we play board games, or watch a movie. We have like a little movie night in the living room and stuff like that.
Okay. Have you ever observed Juan instructing your children in any activity that you would consider to be a negative?
No.
Your Honor, I'll pass it.
State?
Ma'am, would you consider someone that has killed a 14-year-old child a great guy and a good figure for your children?
I don't understand.
Well, you said he's a great guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you know he's taken responsibility for killing a 14-year-old child.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not a great guy when it comes to the fact that he's already pled guilty to the killing of a 14-year-old child. You think he's a great guy anyway?
Yeah.
Okay, even though he's here about to be sentenced for a capital murder case.
Yeah.
Okay, and you still think he's a good figure for your children, even though he's here about to be sentenced on a capital murder case over the death of a 14-year-old child?
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm sure that's true. Thank you, Judge.
All right, any other
No
questions?
further questions, Your Honor.
Is this witness excused?
Yes.
All right, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Call your next witness.
Your Honor, we call Rachel Perez, please.
All right, Rachel Perez, can you raise your right hand for me? You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can come forward. State your name for the record and please spell it.
Rachel Pettis, RACHEL, PEREC.
All right, defense.
Yes, ma'am. Can you state your relationship with Juan Martinez?
His mother.
Okay. And that's biological mother, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'd like to get in a little bit about some background or history of Juan. Growing up, what type of stability did he have in their home?
Not good.
Okay. Explain to the court what you mean by not good.
Drug usage and that was good. Abuse. Our finances weren't good, so we were home to home, hotel to hotel.
At any time, did you ever live out of a car?
Yes.
Okay. How many siblings does Juan have?
2.
Okay. And can you tell the court their age?
Now their ages 18 and 22.
Okay. And just very briefly about the Juan's father's death. How did that occur?
He was like
Okay. And how old was Juan at that time?
12 years old.
And how did that affect Juan?
It took a big impact on Juan.
Okay. Now, I'm going to move this forward a little bit. Immediately prior to the offense date, you had in fact you were not living in the house, correct?
No.
Okay, where were you?
Yeah.
Okay, what type of rehab?
Drugs.
And for what type of drugs were you taking?
Cocaine.
Okay, so you went to rehab. Approximately when did you get out in connection with this case?
I had just recently got out like a week or 2 before this happened.
Okay. While you were in rehab, who took care of the kids?
Myself.
Okay, one. And how did you take care of those kids?
He went to work. He had to make sure that they were okay. Actually, that's all I had.
Okay. Did he also supervise them?
Yes.
Okay. Where was he working at that time?
Check the box.
Was it full-time or part-time?
Full time.
Okay. Now, the day that this incident occurred, where had you and your son been immediately prior to it?
Seeing my dad in the hospital.
Okay. What was wrong with your dad?
He's kind of like in a coma. He was dying.
Okay. Did he survive? Did he ever leave the hospital?
No, he passed away.
And what was the purpose of you and Juan visiting him?
Not only was he my dad, but after his dad was killed, he was a father to my kids as well.
And then after that occurred, did he still maintain employment?
Yes.
Now I'm moving to the date. So you got out of rehab immediately prior to this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you remember the date of this incident? Not physical date. I mean, you remember the day it happened. You're familiar with it. You remember it.
Yeah.
Okay. And a couple of things I had mentioned to you on multiple times, and I visited with Juan about parties and their responsibility and liability. If one person does something, that basically everybody can be held responsible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you were there when this event occurred, correct?
Yes, sir.
And were you, in fact, how many people were there that day?
There at my home.
Yeah, just the other individuals involved in this.
3.
Okay, and who were those people?
Andres Martinez, Rich Montez, and Juan Martinez.
Okay, and all 3 of them were charged with capital murder, correct?
Yes.
Okay, when the shooting began, where was Juan?
He threw me to the ground.
Okay. Did you ever see him fire a weapon that day?
No, sir.
Okay. Who were the individuals involved that were shooting?
I seen Anthony Montez and Andres Martinez running with the guns.
Okay. And what relationship is Andres?
My nephew.
Okay. And are you aware of the plea bargain that he's worked out in his case?
Yes.
And what number of years is he?
23.
Okay. And you're aware that our case right here involves a cap of 25, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that it's just that your son received something less than 23?
Yes.
Okay. And I had talked to you about a number of 20 at one time.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, pass the witness.
We have nothing, Judge. We'll pass.
Thank you. I'll call your next witness.
Nothing further, Judge.
All right, the court will hear argument. State.
Judge, we're at this time, we're asking the court, as we did earlier, to take notice of everything that's in the stipulations and everything that's in the court's file. The court well knows that this involves the death of a 14-year-old child that was simply watching TV in his upstairs bedroom, and the death of an elderly individual who got lost in his car. And we are asking the court for justice today for the families who are here. And we're asking the court to sentence Mr. Martinez to the 25 years.
All right, defense.
Yes, Judge. On behalf of Mr. Martinez, throughout his representation, I've explained to him about the responsibility in this matter, and he does accept full responsibility for being a part and being involved in this activity. He has always been steadfast that he did not fire any fire that day, and that it was the other two individuals. As part of our plea agreement, he has agreed to testify against either or both, but it appears that Andres Martinez has worked out a plea in his case. Ms. Hunsinger is representing him, I believe, and that plea is for 23 years.
22 years.
22, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And we would ask the court to consider the responsibility here. Everybody's responsible. There's no question about it. But the responsibility for Mr. Martinez should be less than an individual who's actually shooting the gun. His mother testified that she never saw him fire a gun that day. That doesn't mean he's not responsible. He is. But we're asking the court to place his case in comparison to Andres's case. We would ask the court to consider 20 years on this case. I realize the cap is 25. We would ask the court to accept or sentence Mr. Martinez to 20 years for his responsibility. And pardon me, an additional thing, since he's been out on bond, and I think Miss Lanier testified up here, she's a neutral party. She has nothing to gain in this case or lose. But she demonstrated to the court that Juan Martinez has basically been a model individual on the GPS monitor. He's had 0 infractions, and that's in a little over 3 years. And additionally, he's been drug tested, and he's never come up positive. I think those show very good traits that the court can consider. So with that, we would ask the court to consider 20 years.
All right, anything you wish to say, Mr. Martinez? If you do wish to say something, I'll place you under oath and you'll be subject to cross-examination.
Yes, Judge. He does want to say 1 or 2 words.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record, please.
Juan Martinez.
All right.
I wanted to say that I do accept full responsibility for my actions, and I want to say sorry to everybody that I hurt in this situation.
Any questions, defense?
No,
State, any questions? Up to you.
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, this is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 24 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Martinez, I want to let you know, I did take into consideration the co-actors in this offense. And I know when young people get sentenced to prison, they think it's the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. You still have your life ahead of you, but somebody else is dead. I did internalize everything that your witnesses came to see. It would be nice if people would behave the way they should behave before they do something wrong. You understand?
No.
All right. Is there any victim impact?
There is, Judge.
All right. Come forward, please. All right, and Mr. Martinez, she's going to speak to you. I always tell people to internalize it, and everyone here treats everyone with respect. You may proceed.
I'm Angel's mother. I just want to tell you, you took something that meant a lot to me. My son's never going to know what it is to have a wife, to have kids, to drive a car, to have a job. And I just want y'all to know y'all took a good kid. He wasn't a bad kid. He didn't do anything wrong. He was just standing in his dad's kitchen. I hope you learned your lesson from this, and I'm sorry you're having to go through this, but your family still gets to go see you and hold you and hug you. I have to go to the cemetery to celebrate my son's birthday, to Christmas, and y'all destroyed my life. Y'all destroyed my family's life, my kids. I have grandkids, 12 grandkids that will never get to know their uncle. He'll never get to experience none of that. None of that. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you.